Alright, we're gonna have a really good match here, and I'm gonna commentate this match like Bob Ross, the painter. So,
how salty are you?
So we've got
salty.
Pikachu versus Zach. Do you mind updating Full Bleed to Ness? Changing the name over there if you don't mind. Just change that over to Ness. There we go. So Marvel's a game about relaxation. You gotta.
Relaxation.
You gotta. I'm not salty. How would you know? No, you don't. Okay. We're back. We're back to the match. Now Spider-Man's gonna get an incoming mix-up here. Oh no, Bionic Arm Raw. That's not very good. You know, sometimes I don't like to tell people how to play games most of the time. But one of the things in fighting games you gotta pay attention for is frame data. The move is unsafe on block. You don't want to be throwing it around all the time. Alright. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm not talking very loud. Now we're gonna have a little DHC over here. Shuma's gonna Shuma's tossing out all his little balls. You know, it's really fun to play with balls, you know. The balls I like to play with are kick balls and not really, you know, spiky balls from alternate dimension. Zach, you're gonna have to turn it back because I can't see the match. There we go. So Shuma misses a confirm. That's all right. Sometimes that happens in Marvel. Sometimes you don't get the confirm. So right now we're gonna have some neutral game. Ness has just started playing Captain America. It looks like he replaced. He replaced his Captain America with Spencer. I wonder why the changes, but we can talk to him after. You know, have a little discussion after the match and see why he decided to make that change. So Shuma's gonna kill. Kill is a harsh word. He's gonna knock out Spencer, and here we go. Here we go. Ness has the Doom combo down, and he's going to do a couple foot dives. He's going to jump over. I think he misses the confirm, unfortunately. He just started playing the character, though, so it's okay. You don't always have your confirms down when you start playing the character. He'll get him down soon enough. So now Spider-Man, now Pikachu's going to do a Team Hyper combo. Let's see if this will kill. And Pikachu X-Factors, but drops the combo. He's going to use an Invincible Super, just go right through that Photon Array. Well, Spear Flame, I'm sorry. It's not called Photon Array. So, now next match is going to start. Neutral game. Spider-Man's going to be throwing out his web shot. And Nova's going to be trying to maneuver around that tricky web shot, you know? Sometimes in life we're faced with some challenges. And life is all about trying to find the best way to deal with those challenges. So now... now Nova and Spider-Man are back to neutral. Nova gets him with an overhead, you know? Fighting games are about a high and low. Sometimes you got a block high, other times you got a block low. So now Nova has a hit, and he'll be able to convert this into a big damage combo on Shuma Garath. I think with an optimized combo with his Spencer extension, he'll be able to do it. Unfortunately, he drops the combo. Sometimes that happens, you know. You gotta pay attention to it. It's okay though. It's all about having fun in Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So now Nova's going to be going... Oh, Nova tries to do a hyper, but, you know, it gets beat out. Sometimes they're startup frames, you know, aren't what we think they are. I like to read my Marvel vs. Capcom 3 strategy guide a couple times a day just so I know all that frame data. I know frame data can be pretty daunting, but, you know, it's not that scary. It's just numbers. Numbers really aren't that scary. So now going to chip out Shuma Garath, and in comes Doom with his Sphere Flame. I really like Sphere Flame. It's a very colorful hyper. It actually makes a rainbow when it goes to the top of the screen if you pay attention. Capcom likes to put little touches in those games because they realize it's all about having fun, you know. Doom shooting out a rainbow out of his Sphere Flame. So Rocket Raccoon's going to throw some traps. That's right. You know, raccoons are really tricky animals. One time a raccoon got into my trash can and knocked it over. I could have been mad, but I just happy that little guy had something to eat for the night. So I wasn't too upset that the raccoon got in my trash can. Alright, it looks like the count is 2-0 Pikachu. Let's see if Ness can come back now. And he gets hit. Spider-Man gets hit right off the bat. And he doesn't convert, you know. We got to try our best to convert in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's pretty important. But sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's okay. Don't get discouraged when things don't go your way. If you got discouraged every time things got in your way in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you wouldn't be playing very long. That's what my daddy always used to tell me, and I've remembered it ever since. So now Nova's going to get an incoming mix-up. Incoming mix-ups are pretty interesting. Sometimes your opponent doesn't even get a chance to play the game. It's not like chess, Imagine if you were playing chess and you were like, I get to move, and then your opponent moved the piece and you took the piece and put it away, and your opponent said, why are you taking my piece and not letting me play the game? And you would say, because this is Marvel, baby. But chess is a fair game and Marvel's not. So you just gotta be really careful when you're looking for these kind of things. So now Shuma Garath is gonna be doing a combo. Shuma Garath combos are very pretty. They've got lots of colors. We got some purple, like my purple rug, or maybe the ocean on a moonlit night. And Shuma Garath is actually the god of the chaos dimension. You know, I just think he's misunderstood. We remember we have to respect all the religions in the world. Just because a certain religion doesn't adhere to your Judeo-Christian beliefs doesn't mean it's wrong. Some people believe in the chaos gods, and you got to respect those people. Shuma Garath is a very interesting creature. He kind of looks like an octopus. Did you know the octopus has 8 arms? And octopi actually have better seeing than humans do. So, now back to the match. It looks like, oh, Ness dropped a happy birthday. That's unfortunate, That's okay. We're all friends here. Birthday is a very nice time where you get to see your friends and family and really reflect on all the important people in your life. And it's just a very happy time. So, now Shuma Garath is going to try to hit Spencer. Now, Spencer has the bionic arm, which we have to remember is very invincible. But Shuma Garath is going to counter with the Chaos Dimension. Oh, he drops the combo. That's okay. Chaos Dimension doesn't always work. Sometimes the combo gets modified and the Chaos Dimension drops. So now it's going to be 3-0 Pikachu. Pikachu's doing very well with this new team. I'm very proud of my buddy here. This match. AJ, could you do me a favor? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have a Kleenex in my pocket. I was going to ask you to get one, but I have one right here. I'll have to apologize, folks. I got a little bit of a cold, It is winter time when cold and flu season is coming around. Just make sure, folks, you go get those flu shots, I don't want my friends getting sick. Being sick isn't fun. We gotta stay well and help the US economy recover. Lots of people taking sick days, and those folks deserve those sick days, but if we can avoid getting sick, that's even better. Now back to the match. We got a Corner Doom combo here. Corner Doom combos are very relaxing, just, very rhythmic. Sometimes I do a couple of them before I go to bed at night just to calm me down.
I just want to point out that I'm crying right now from laughing.
Spider-Man is just an average, ordinary man. When you ignore that he got bitten by a radioactive spider and has spider powers and a little bit of a healing factor. He's just an ordinary man, Peter Parker. He's a reporter. He's just an everyday Joe like you and I. Remember, there isn't that much difference between these superheroes and us. They're just people. Normal people can be superheroes too. Now, Spider-Man's a very mobile character. He moves very fluently across the screen. When I like to paint, I like to make nice big brush strokes, just like Spider-Man in Marvel. Sometimes to get inspired for my paintings, I do a couple Spider-Man combos in Training Room. Training Room is a really great place where you can just, relax and do your combos without any stress. And Ness gets a nice little happy birthday there. Good stuff to my buddy Ness over there. And he killed 2 characters instead of 1. It's always nice when you get a little something extra in your life. That's why I always like to look on the bright side of life. The other day I was in a bakery and I ordered a dozen cookies and they threw in an extra one for free. Now I guess this is called a baker's dozen where they give you 13 cookies instead of 12, but I thought it was a nice gesture. Back to the mash over here. Nova's an X Factor, which means his power, speed, and attacking will be increased. X Factor is one of the variables in this game here. So every character can utilize X Factor. And I like to think in our lives when we're presented with a challenge, we can activate an X Factor of our own. Sometimes when we face difficulties in life, we just need to activate the X Factor.
Why do we not get this treatment from Blanca Time? Like, what? This is
Blanca
golden.
Time episode 6 will be done like this.
Okay.
Okay.
And all future episodes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So back to the match. Nova's in flight mode. Look how scary he looks. He scoops up that raccoon with a nice big overhead. Overheads are a thing in fighting games. You have to block them high, but sometimes you get hit by them anyway. Rocket Raccoon has activated his X Factor, and now he's more powerful and scary than he was previously. But Ness still has 2 characters with Spencer and Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, I don't like Doctor Doom. You see, doctors are supposed to help people, and Victor Von Doom's only interested in taking over the world and hurting people. I can't personally respect that. However, other people have different life philosophies than I do. Maybe by enslaving the entire world in the name of Latveria, he actually has a greater goal in mind. So, I can't really judge. So back to the match. And, how's everybody in the chat doing tonight? I see my buddy Foker. I wish I could see you more than I do, buddy. I haven't seen you in like a month and a half.
I'll restart the stream and lower the bit rate after this set.
Alex, I was thinking about you the other day. I saw a Garfield comic on somebody's desk, and it had Garfield, and he slammed his fist into a spider on the wall, and he was looking at the spider on the wall, and he saw it, and he said, "Wow, that's gross." So he drew a flower around the spider, and I thought it was pretty funny. I thought of my friend Foker, who really likes Jim Davis and Garfield. Okay. Yeah, Garfield does hate spiders. Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate anything. Garfield, I think just Garfield is misunderstood. He doesn't really know where his life is going, His only real hobbies are eating lasagna and sometimes kicking a dog off a table and other times being mean to a kitten. In my opinion, Garfield really isn't a very good influence to the young people in today's world. Now, Garfield and Friends was a really great cartoon. However, Garfield is a very bad role model. In recent years, Garfield has fallen by the wayside, I feel like. The new Garfield cartoons just aren't very good, and the comics aren't funny. But I'm sorry, I'm being a little too judgmental. My art isn't perfect. When I paint pine trees and mountains, it's not always up to snuff. Jim Davis is an artist just like me, Bob Ross, so I don't want to criticize him. That being said, you're a lazy piece of shit, Jim Davis. Get your shit together. That was a really nice combo with multiple supers in it. It was really cool. I like seeing very creative combos, Marcus. Marcus, Marvel is a game that encourages creativity, and you're a creative person. I know you write some Persona fan fiction. I've read it. It's very good. So, everybody enjoying the stream tonight. It's all about looking on the bright side of life, folks. You gotta be fresh. So Dr. Doom is going to attempt to cross up Shuma Gorath. Nice blocking there by Shuma. Marvel is a game in where good blocks are rewarded. Much like Legos, good blocks are great. So now in comes Rocket Raccoon to a team super. So here comes Dr. Doom. He's going to try to open up that raccoon. I would like to see some more forward or ground throws personally, but Ness is new to the character. He doesn't really understand how good throws are yet. I'll be sure to inform him in the moment. So, Dr. Doom, wow, what an amazing... Whoa, Spear Flame. Like I said, it makes a nice little rainbow at the top of the screen. You can't quite see it right now because the characters are at ground height. Oh no, he got hit by the spring. I feel like sometimes we get hit by springs in our life that kind of make it so that, we aren't on the path we once thought. But sometimes you get hit by a spring. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You just got to go with the spring. I like springs in video games a lot. My favorite game is Sonic Spinball. It's got a lot of springs in it. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Now, this gentleman on the right here is very handsome. I'm not quite sure what his name is. Let me ask my friend over here. Who's that young gentleman on the right? What's his name? The guy. What's that? Zach, who is that?
It's the mascot of KCSR.
He's the mascot. People in the chat, could you let me know who that nice young man is? I'd like to invite him over to paint with me one day. He looks like he'd like to paint. Maybe paint some nice trees or some mountains. Prepare for the battle, prepare for the war, prepare for the Street Fighter Blood War.
What, Bob Ross?
I was trying to sing the Third Strike theme, but I don't quite remember the lyrics to it. If somebody could pull those up for me, I'd be sure to share them with you. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike lyrics, and I'll be sure to. All right, here we go. Now I got a nice little treat for you guys. All right. Prepare for the battle, prepare for the war, prepare for the real Street Fighter Blood War. The third of the third, prepare to die for. Your live's on the line, so I'm going to take yours. Very violent song. I'm not sure if this is really what we want to be instilling in our children. So who you want to blood dance with me in the square yo-yo, you best be... I'm sorry, get your body wrapped up, you or Street Fantasy. In the square yo-yo, best beware. Street Fighter we playing over there. One-on-one, kid, you know you get finished. So come on and get with it. Your heart ain't close, so forget the power. Battle this style to the 24th hour. All right, I'm going to be getting on the Marvel setup. It was great talking to you guys. I'll be back later with some Bob Moss Marvel. Take care, KCSRK, and remember, stay happy.
Thank you.
I don't like this, Chris.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. All right, we got lag complaints, so I'm just going to lower the bit rate a little bit. So, BRB.